So we're going to talk about footwork a little bit. One thing I really want to stress is that footwork just adds so much flavor into your flow. And if you have a disconnected footwork, well, you lose a little bit of the power. I mean, if you think about martial artists, when they throw a punch, their whole body is in sync, it's in harmony. So all of a sudden, my punch is no longer just my arm, but it's accumulation of all the force created from my toes, to my knees, to my hips, all the way out. It ripples out straight through to the edge of my fist, okay? Now when we're doing performances, you can still convey this sense of power and balance by having good footwork while you do your motions. What we want to kind of do is feel it throughout our whole body. So we're going to start doing some drills so we can feel this energy and be able to transfer it. So the first one is, you ever done a punch where you're just like, wow, and you do that wild haymaker? We're going to take that force, but we're going to use it in our hips. So left foot's going to be forward, right foot's going to be in the back. Okay? It's not perfectly parallel to each other, or we're actually going to have it spaced out a little bit. So if I was standing forward like so, I take a step forward and then I take my right foot and just kind of twist it off to the side a little bit. Now all I'm going to do is I'm going to take my chest and I'm going to pull myself over the top of my knee over here. So I'm taking my chest, so I'm here, I'm taking my chest, and I'm pulling it over so my knee and my chest are kind of aligning together here. This is creating a very straight line in this direction, getting ready to shift this forward, okay? This is going to be the motion that we're going to take as we move forward. But we still need some momentum to propel our other leg to move. Because if I just moved here, it'd be really hard to step forward. It would be awkward too. This is where our shoulder comes into play. This shoulder is actually going to play a role in moving your whole right side. So the first motion, of course, is we're going to pull a little bit forward. We're going to take our chest. We're not going to pull we're not pulling our hips on our chest forward. We're just pulling our chest forward to kind of match where the knees at. The second one is this hand is going to swing almost like a haymaker punch. But what we're going to do is once we throw this out, as we move forward, so I'm moving forward with the knee, well this is swinging forward here, we're going to kind of stop it mid-flight and we're going to lift up our leg. So if I swing it like this, you can feel the force, right? Boom, like this. But if we stop the force, if I just throw a punch and I stop it, and then I get up on my tiptoes with all my weight here, it's going to actually move the back of my leg. Like that. And that's kind of how we're going to create our motion to start with. So once again, we're going to lean it forward, and at the same time we're going to push forward. So lean, swing. But we're not going to actually finish the swing, nor in the end are we really going to do a whole lot with this, except for just very simple motion. So our hands are creating the motion, but we're not finishing it. We're not doing this. Okay? We're actually just going to do it halfway or even a third of the way, and then letting that momentum and the shift of our body actually control the weight of this foot. And the reason why we can control it, because all of our body, all of our balance is on the opposite foot. So slow motion, I push forward and I do the exact same thing on the other hand. So it's going to look like this if I stand over here. Pull forward, here it comes. See how it just kind of rolls? You actually kind of have to get used to spinning on your toe with the other foot. You can do this motion a lot easier if you're not on something sticky like grass. So try to practice on like a flat surface or even in your socks. So again, here's what it's going to look like. We're going to lean forward, match it up. We're going to kind of throw our hips, our shoulders into it, and our hips are going to follow. Boom. From here, I'm going to lean forward, align my chest with my knee, do the exact same thing.